Okay, the game is gonna start. I hope. Yep, indeed the game is gonna start. So this is gonna be the second game of Rising Stars against TongFu. So as we can, I'll discuss this later on. So yeah.
TongFu's turn to battle. Radiant team
Alright, and welcome everybody, every single one of you. A very good evening to you guys, and for those who haven't tuned into the first game, the first game was TongFu won the first game in a very convincing manner, and right now it's gonna be this is gonna be a second game of the semifinals, which is TongFu going up against Rising Stars. So as we can look at the bands, it's pretty much the same as the previous game, except that TongFu is still letting Rising Stars have that wisp, and they're grabbing the same two heroes which they used in the previous game, which is Clockwork as well as Gyrocopter. So Rising Stars grabbing the Magnus, which is the same as the previous game. So I really wonder what they're gonna do with this, because they picked up the wisp as well, and this time they changed it around. They pick up the Chaos Knight.
turn to pick.
So instead of picking the IO with the heroes of the previous game, which is the Alchemist, now they're gonna pick up the Chaos Knight. Which is the usual Chaos Knight Wisp combo, which we can probably maybe see there's a possibility of a dual mid this game, but depending on what TongFu actually picks up. And TongFu right now picks up the Keep of the Light because it was banned the previous game. So Keep of the Light, very strong early game pushing and defending hero. I really love the Keep of the Light, in my opinion. And well, Rising Stars again, they're letting TongFu grab whatever they want, which is the Clockwork and the Gyrocopter. And from what I'm surprised is neither of these teams picked up the Lone Druid in the previous game. Indeed, they didn't pick it up. So I'm surprised. I actually really favor the Lone Druid being in the pool, because Lone Druid has that
10 seconds
much
remaining.
of pushing power. He has so much pushing power that everyone's literally afraid of it. But what I can see on the Asian side is Lone Druids are being picked up slightly lesser than those on the European teams. European teams really love the Lone Druid. And right now here, Weaver is being banned out, as well as the Silencer. So yeah, Rising Stars banning out the Silencer because TongFu still has the choice of picking that up, and Weaver being a really irritating hero as for the split push and early game aggression.
TongFu's turn to ban.
And they ban out the Sven because they might use the Sven again, and Doxia being picked up as well. So these bans are pretty much really common bans, but what I'm interested to see is what they're gonna pick up, because there's still a huge pool of heroes that hasn't been picked up yet, and a lot of heroes that hasn't been picked even once in competitive play yet. To be honest, I haven't even seen a Medusa being picked up before. Although it's yeah, technically, because Medusa requires super a super tremendous amount of farm. It's too much farm, in fact, to be really effective in this metagame right now. So Medusa is really out of the story, but I really want to see some different and unique pickups from both teams. Yeah, what am I saying, man? Like really unique gameplays, pickups, and play styles from both of these teams. Because Risingstars, well, they lost the fight they lost it in the previous game. They just basically they just weren't experienced enough.
TongFu's turn to ban.
And as for TongFu, I think that TongFu did a really good job in the previous game, definitely. And I think that it was a miscalculation from Risingstars to actually let the Gyrocopter free farm in the early game. And Gyrocopter really had a lot of free farm.
Queen of Pain.
And Risingstars pick up the Queen of Pain
to pick.
again. Yep, they pick up the Queen of Pain again. So Risingstars really having a really similar lineup to the previous game as well. Like in the previous game, they pick up the Queen of Pain. They pick up the Queen of Pain, they pick up the Io, they pick up the Magnus, and in this game, the same heroes coming out again. And as for TongFu, it's the same two heroes, which is the Clockwork as well as the Gyrocopter, except there's an extra Keeper of Light this game.
Remaining.
So they're pretty much playing what they going with the same playstyle they had last in the previous game, except that they're just changing up probably one or two heroes.
Reserve time.
Brewmaster. Indeed, they switched it up and they pick up a Brewmaster now, which is, yep, I really love this Brewmaster pickup because it just prevents the Wisp as well as Chaos Knight gank to be really successful. Because if they relocate to Brewmaster, you could just ultimate and get away with that. And could split in 3 pandas and start killing everyone around him. So I think that the Brewmaster is a really reasonable pickup, and the survivability rate of a Brewmaster is just way too high for him to die too many times. And Risingstars now pick up the Leshrac.
Turn to pick.
So they really want to push this. So the Leshrac is there for that edict to start pushing. And I wonder what TongFu is going to do about this. Because TongFu picked up the Shadow Demon as well as the Leshrac in the previous game. But this game, they pick up the Risingstars pick up the Leshrac. And I wonder what TongFu is going to pick up. Because the Shadow Demon is being banned out. So TongFu probably have to think of some other hero to pick up. Right off, to pick off straight away. And from what I know, I think that the first... Yep, they pick up the Clockwork, so it's Gyrocopter. Right now, TongFu, what are you going to pick up? Your last hero, you really need a last support for your fights. Or probably probably Brewmaster is going to be a solo mid, or maybe the Clockwork again. Go up against the Queen of Pain in the second round. Then Brewmaster could go, you guys could go aggressive tri-lane again, and Brewmaster could go aggressive solo top. So what do you guys want, TongFu? I really want to know what TongFu is up to. "30 seconds, 35 seconds roughly left on the clock for TongFu into their reserve time. They're really taking the time to decide what they want to pick up right now. And I see right now, as we can look at their lineups, TongFu has a really strong team fight lineup. As well as Risingstars, both of these teams have really huge AoEs. Not really in the fact, not really AoE in a sense, but TongFu is more of a pick-off type of team.
5 seconds.
And Brewmaster really is really very versatile, and he could go in pretty much any lane, and he could really do a lot of stuff. Brewmaster in the team fight could just stun, could cyclone, and they pick up a Rubik as their last hero. So that is most probably going to be their support, and indeed is going to be their support, probably not a solo mid. And Brewmaster is...
Prepare for battle.
And remake. Why? Okay, so we're gonna remake this game, so you guys just hold on for a little bit. I apologize for that. They're gonna remake the lobby. It's gonna be an all pick, so they're just gonna, and they're gonna like pick up the same heroes again. I'm actually not watching a tournament play, but when I'm spectating in the lobby, it kind of makes it like I'm spectating the game. I'm watching a tournament play instead. So one thing about the Valve's update right now, that they actually picked up they made a new server location, which is Perfect World. I think that picking that Perfect World means that out of all the locations I'm not exactly sure what Perfect World means. Let me just look that up, because I haven't searched it. I could just go Google for it. Dota 2 Perfect World. Perfect World. Yeah. Oh, so Perfect World is actually a China. Oh, it's a China server actually, just mainly for China. So it's when a China server was released, this Perfect World was released as well. This is to support the China server in Dota 2, instead of them using Southeast Asia. So Perfect World is yeah, it's just for China. It's not what I thought it was. I thought it was some kind of server that would balance both of the teams, but I was wrong. Okay, Perfect World is just Perfect World. It's it's a server which is meant for all of the China teams. So it was my mistake. So as now we're gonna jump ourselves into the game. You guys can see for yourselves right now. We're in the game, just waiting for all the for everyone to load up, and we're just gonna jump ourselves into AP mode, and they're just gonna pick up their heroes one by one. So Luminous actually here. Luminous all here. So yeah, and we are starting. So this is all pick. They're gonna start picking their heroes again. So we're just gonna use the same scene, but it's AP. So once they pick up all their heroes in 1 minute is up, 1 minute is up, and we could start the game. So TongFu against Risingstars. Let me just take some time to talk about the previous game. Well, Risingstars, they mid lane won they won the mid lane, but they lost both lanes on the top lane. They lost both top and bottom. That's what probably made them lose, and the Lurstrak pick up as well. It's really important to this game. There is no problem with my overlays. There's something wrong with my boss.
Prepare for battle.
So we can introduce the players right now, since the game has already started. So it's gonna be Air on the Queen of Pain, Mofi handling the Magnus, and XDD on the Lurstrak Super on Io, and Xiao Tuji being the carry again on the Chaos Knight. So now TongFu here moving as a team, moving as 5. Hao on the Gyrocopter, Mu on the Clockwork, Banana on the Keyboard Light, King J on the Brewmaster, and lastly Senshing is going to be handling the Rubik. And we're going to actually see a meetup right now. Banana's actually going to spot it. King J sees him, so Wisp is going to back out. There's the ping coming out. Is it going to be in range for that pull? Nope, it isn't going to be. So this gank is considered a failure. There is no gank, no fight, no conflict, no nothing, so they're just gonna back off. There's the magic bush ward, and well, they might be turning around to pick up a hero maybe. because this is going to be a really aggressive lane. So the two other heroes are moving back to their own lanes. Clockwork is going to be solo top, and no, Clockwork is going to be solo mid, and How going to be solo top. Gonna see Mofi for a little bit here. So Mofi grabs that Invis rune, and he's gonna get away with this. So right now on the lane is gonna be an aggressive tri-lane again, and there's the ping coming out. It's gonna spot that magic bush, and well, Brewmaster is walking in again. This is gonna be a tri-lane together with Sansheng as well as the banana, So aggressive tri-lane bottom again. Right now, aggressive tri-lanes are really running the Dota 2 world these days, but there is still several. It's really based on every team's playstyle, depending on what they love to play. If the team is more suited to a turtle team, then you should probably not go for an aggressive tri-lane. But if your team likes to go aggressive, then you should probably go for that as well. But what I'm interested to see is that IO doing some job like the previous, like all of the usual Chaos Knight and Wisp combos, because, well, Chaos, as we can see from the previous game, Wisp along with
First Blood.
Well, this is somewhat different, and this time Clockwork claims the first blood. In fact, without the battery assault as well. I wonder how he did that. Maybe the Queen of Pain was being a little bit too aggressive, but she got stats instead of blink or anything. Oh no, she got blink. All right, that was my mistake. She didn't pump that. But that's for the bottom lane. I think that the Chaos Knight as well as the Wisp is supposed to do well. So hopefully they don't fail because of this. Because usually a CK Whips combo is usually really unstoppable unless they screw up. Terra's in, and well, they're gonna lift him up, and well, Xiaotuji nearly landing that Thunderclap, but gets stunned here by the tether. So a little bit of harassment there, but it's probably not gonna be significant. Yeah, but on the mid lane, let's have a look at the mid lane right now. I thought I switched this to last season 9. Oh well. Well, Queen of Pain going for 4-4-3. Meanwhile, Clockwork is in for 7-0, and he has the first blood, so he has that gold advantage right now as well as the XP. So Gyrocopter level 3 going up against a Magnus again. So TongFu, they're really positioning their heroes really well. And okay, I saw the bottom lane. I missed that kill. But back to what I was saying, they're really. They haven't learned their lesson. Risingstars just haven't learned their lesson. They're just gonna put the Magnus against How again, which is Gyrocopter again. You're gonna let the Gyrocopter free farm again, which is not gonna be a very good thing once it comes in. Unless when you reach level 6, then the Wisp can start relocating here and there. But by that time, he's gonna have a lot of farm. And as for the bottom lane, I think I should keep my eye on the bottom lane because there's gonna be more conflict right here. So here's the Illuminate coming in. They know the Keep of Light is there. Banana is out of position there. The stun coming up from the strike. Banana, he's gonna take some damage. One more hit here, but he's able to get away. Eats up the Tango and pulls him away from the Chaos Knight. Meanwhile, Brewmaster chasing after that Wisp, but then Rubik taking a lot of damage from this. But no, Rubik is gonna go down. But Banana being out of position as well. What is he doing? And well, where is King J? Did King J kill him off? I'm not sure about that. I think that he did. I didn't see that. Where is? No, King J didn't get him. So, well, I missed that part where he was nearly killing Wisp, but Wisp got away apparently along with the Strack as well. So King J going for 13 last hits. He's doing fine.
Radiant's top tower
But meanwhile, Gyrocopter having free farm. I just don't get it. Why are they allowing? I'm just wondering why are they allowing Gyrocopter to have free farm again? Since they know that Gyrocopter made a really big impact once he has free farm in the previous game. In the previous game they lost because Gyrocopter really had free farm, and mainly because of Savan being able to farm out his items as well. So Queen of Pain here coming in. They see him with the haste rune, so there's probably some time wasted. Wasted, and Clockwork is going into the mid lane again.
Do it with flair.
So, well, Queen of Pain here, 18 for 6 compared to 20 for 2. So, that it's pretty much even here, dead even on the mid lane. Yeah, but on the top lane, I shall not emphasize this further, because, well, Magnus is bound to lose the lane. Although that the losses are not really that far off. But Magnus really is taking a lot of harassments from this. He's not having a really comfortable time. Bottom lane here, there's the ping coming out, and King J is still standing there. Well, are they gonna go for it? Because, well, the Shrek is down to nearly half HP, and they're just going in for the Rubik. Rubik managed to lift him up, and well, the Shrek, they're going in for the Shrek, and the lightning kills him off. Rubik takes some damage, and one more hit on the Shrek. He's running in. He eats up the tango, but he's not able to get away from this. The call down comes in. Gyro is there, but there's too much movement speed coming out here from the tether, so he's able to get away as well. Well, meanwhile, well, Gyrocopter kills off the Chaos Knight as well. The missile flies in. He's gonna hit super. They're gonna dive in for super. Well, one more hit here, and King J gets a double kill and kills him off. So that's very nice play. That's very nice rotation here. There's very nice rotation here coming in from Hao, and they claim the tier 1 tower. Look at that gold going away of Hao. And they come in again. Chaos Knight being level 5, and IO is still there. They're gonna come in. King J, you're gonna get caught out there. The stun comes in, 2-second stun, luckily for him, and Sunshine lifts up XDD, and lightning hits, and well, King J is gonna go down. Banana's down to really low HP. Too bad. Chaos Knight is gonna go down once more, and 1-second stun here on Gyrocopter. One more hit, he's gonna kill him off. Banana with that blast coming in. One more hit on IO. Too bad, but Rubik, well, down to really low health here, 53, and the shockwave is gonna kill him off as well. So very nice rotation here coming in from both teams. Very nice play. And here he comes in. Clockwork, that missile. Yeah, he's gonna pick up IO.
First blood.
Meanwhile, Clockwork thinking he's turning back. Is he gonna see him? And there's that hook coming in. XDD can get picked off. He's gonna go down. One more hit. He gets a double kill. And he doesn't have enough mana for anything else but Cox or that missile. He's probably not gonna chase up because he's gonna be trouble for him. He turns on that cock and he's gonna run away. The Cheddar comes in, but are they able to chase up to Moo? So, but from the looks of it, Chaos Knight is able to chase up. That movement speed is just way too high, but he snaps. That Tether bond snaps.
Is under attack.
Tether bond snaps, so he's not able to get anything. Meanwhile, IO having like looking in for trying to gank really, but I think that he should probably stay and start racking up some EXP before he starts
Radiant's top tower is
racking up some EXP before he starts ganking around again, because he really needs that relocate. Yeah, but top lane, Shrek trying to stop up the top lane. Gyrocopter having 45 last hits now. He's gonna claim the tower. One more hit. Yep, he fell for it. So he's gonna claim the tower. He has that base boots, has that ring of Basilius and everything up on him. Really strong. Meanwhile, the supports, well, not having much item. So the wave coming out. 3 heroes now on the mid lane. They're gonna 3 heroes now on the mid lane. They're just gonna start pushing in on the mid tower if they really want to go aggressive on this, because they're level 6, and well, both of the supports are really on a high level. In fact, all of their supports are. All their supports are either level 6, level 5, or level 7. So they have decent amount of EXP. And on the bottom lane here, IO's nearly level 6. Just a tiny bit more, and they're just gonna start ganking again. There's the ward. He's gonna spot King J though. Are they able to get away from this? They're getting surrounded. MU, he's gonna chase after either one of them, and well, Chaos Knight here gets picked off, and Terror is gonna come in. The stun comes off, 3-second stun. It's not gonna be enough. Chaos Knight goes down, and Whips tries to run away.
Dire's
Super,
middle
where are
tower
you running,
is
man?
under attack.
Super here being left alone. Hopefully he doesn't get caught out. Waiting for someone probably to tether to or something.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So King J here, 4 heroes that get it on the mid lane, and well, MU is about to join them in a while. So there's the hook coming out. Super gonna get caught out here, unfortunately. So mega kill here for Clockwork, and that's down 1 hero. Magnus comes in with a nice RP on 2 heroes, and the Shockwave comes out, a nice AoE combo here. Too bad Air is gonna get picked off really soon as well, but no, he's able to get away from this. Brewmaster meanwhile grabbing that. Clockwork is gonna claim that tower, and XDD here being trapped as well. Queen of Pain comes in from behind, but is he able to get away? Yes, he is. He has that blink dagger. He has that blink. I mean, what do I mean, blink dagger? But there was a really nice RP coming out here from. That was very nice RP coming out from Magnus, and that combo,
Dire's
that Sonic
bottom
Wave that
tower
came out
is
of
under
Queen of Pain
attack.
as well was just nice to kill off the supports instantly. But too bad that the other heroes there, too much survivability, especially the Brewmaster. Brewmaster, like I said, very big presence in team fights. Clockwork grabs the DD and still on the way to his items. He has that treads up already, and 6-0. He's doing really well. He's on a roll. This is like similar to the previous fight, but Risingstars are really not learning for their lesson. Then they start going in again. Brewmaster is gonna get nuked down really quickly. There's the TP supports coming in. King J taking a lot of damage here. He probably won't get killed off. And then MU, and there's the hook coming out. Well, he doesn't turn on the clock, a little bit too late there. And the mech is being turned on. The missile flies in.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh,
attack.
this Cox is a little bit too late. Probably I think he got stunned or something, but I'm not sure. But well, Magnus here is solo on the top lane. He doesn't have RP though. 30 seconds. Not able to save himself if they go on to it. If they go on him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Solo Shrek here having the bracers. Probably stacking up. He bought something. His money just went down. So he got Gauntlets of Strength. He got Smoke of the Seed as well. So Io already level 6. Yep, just nice. He's about to gank. It's a gank on the mid lane. Banana's in trouble. He sees it, but it's just too late. He gets killed off really quickly. And the TP support comes in. Rubik is there. And too bad they are on no man's land right now. Whips is gonna get killed off. Once Whips gets killed off, Chaos Knight is in trouble. Is he able to get away? The missile's not fast enough. He gets away. And meanwhile, MU, he has that hook. And the hook is gonna land on the Lestrak. Very nice play here. XDD is gonna get picked off really quickly. And now the missile is still flying towards someone, which is the Chaos Knight. It's gonna hit. But very nice play here coming up from TongFu. They're picking off heroes one by one. And each of the heroes in Risingstars are being out of position slowly but surely. They are being out of position somehow. Although they have very big AoE domination, but they're still out of position every time. And every time one or two supports are out of position, they're gonna get caught. But meanwhile, on the TongFu side, I bet you the Gyrocopter is so happy right now. He is really having the time of his life. Free farming all the way. He has a lot of farm. He's onto his BKB. Another 1,300 more, and he's onto his BKB. The Shrek with not really having that farm that the supports really want. But it's same for TongFu as well. I see. It's not much difference. But the utility heroes of both teams is really different. Like Magnus doesn't have that blink dagger yet, but the Clockwork is already on the way to his Aghanim Scepter. And then you have to be a little bit careful right now.
Invisibility.
7-0. He's in for a perfect game, and there's the smoke up. They're not gonna spot him though, and well, Air's in a little bit of trouble if he gets spotted though. Well, Hal's gonna be alone, and their smoke is gonna get revealed, and they wonder why. But they saw that Invis being picked up as well, and there's the relocate coming in. How? You're in deep shit, man. You're in there, but King J comes in, throws off the ultimate. The cooldown's being thrown out. How has no reason to live anymore. But there, Chaos Knight, nice RP here, landing on all of the pandas as well as Moo. And but meanwhile, he's gonna be stuck in the cock as well. And next one, Chaos Knight is gonna get picked up, and well, Magnus, you're alone there. You're just alone, you're unable to run away. King J already has that blink dagger, so you're gonna go down. And XDD being really afraid to go anyways against 4 heroes, so he's just gonna back off. Yeah, but meanwhile, 3 heroes for 1 in the team is not really worth it. They lost 1 carry and the solo mid hero as well. Meanwhile, on the TongFu side, they didn't lose their mid hero, but they lost their carry. Gyrocopter meanwhile already has that Mythical hammer on the way to his BKB. Gyrocopter has been having free farm since the early game, so he is surely to be fine just dying 1 time.
Do it with flair.
But this spells trouble for Chaos Knight because he's not really having a lot of farm. He's just stacking up on strength, trying to get some damage, some stats going along with him. But so far, TongFu doing really well, and Risingstars not doing as well as we expected them to. Yep, but here's trouble. They're gonna come in. They want the mid tower, and meanwhile TongFu is prepared to defend this. The smoke is gonna come up. King J comes in. There's the hook coming in. King J blinks in, comes in with the hit and call down. It's gonna land on everyone here. Double kill for Clockwork. Oh my god, Gyrocopter. Keep the like killing off the Chaos Knight, and Magnus gets off with that. Latrek getting picked off here by the Rubik as well. Very nice play, but I screwed up that Clockwork saying. I mean, it's supposed to be the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter, very nice call down there. Very nice synergy from all of their teammates. They did really well. And this is going to be a tier 2 tower being claimed here. If they keep on pushing. Or they're just going to back off and start farming again, because Hao is 200 more to his BKB. King J should be going for that Agony Scepter right off the bat. I see a relocate coming in, and Banana, he's going to get picked off really quickly. Yeah, but he steals that kill spell. It's fine.
Incoming.
Banana gets picked off here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But it's fine. I think it should be fine because they won that fight anyways. Although that death was redundant, but oh well. A relocate coming in with the Chaos Knight. You can't really blame anything for that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Probably blame yourself for being out of position maybe, and being a little bit too careless, but it's fine. So you have 53 last hits on the Chaos Knight compared to 95
Dire's top tower is under attack.
on the Gyrocopter. This is just crazy. Gyrocopter already has his BKB. And meanwhile, Queen of Pain still on the way to his Arcade Malevolence. Compared to the other heroes on the Dire side, they're just gonna gather up and start attacking in a 5-man Dota way. Or probably a 4-man. Because Clockwork is really being effective in the previous 2 games. And there's the Cox coming in. There's the hook. There's the Cox. Phantasm's not really going to do much. The Chaos Bolt's going to land. But a relocate is going to get him out of trouble for a while now. But they're just going to gather up and start going to kill them again. Because Moo is there. The Cox is going to be up by then. King J is there as well. Banana start charging up and Illuminate, man. And there he comes in. Whip's getting picked off. And RP is going to come in. But too bad, Brewmaster already split himself up, and the 2 supports are gonna lift. Too bad, no. But Queen of Pain comes in. The ultimate's gonna land on Hao. Hao still hasn't turned on his BKB yet, but Magnus is out of mana. He's unable to get away. He turns on the wand, but it's not gonna be enough. The cooldown's gonna miss though. But Chaos Knight is still there. Still at 4 seconds stun here on Hao. And Air still there. Banana's barely living. Hao as well, barely living. One blinking and scream, and he's done for. The blink comes in, but he gets stunned. Does he get stunned? No, he doesn't. Yeah, but Hao, you're in deep shit right now. He turns on the BKB, he's gonna fight. The physical damage, is it enough to kill him off? Yes, it is. King J, killing spree, killing off the Gyrocopter. Here, Queen of Pain comes in with the scream, dominating, double kill for him. And the fight goes in the way of TongFu. For now, because of the buybacks, I think. Did they buy back? No, but the fight was really messy. I could say that it was really fair, though, but Queen of Pain already got her Orchid Malevolence, if I'm not wrong. Yep, that Orchid is up. That double kill got her Orchid. But the supports were really squishy right there. One scream coming in from the Queen of Pain and that's it. Very nice play here. If I remember correctly, someone bought back, but I've forgotten who. Or was it just my imagination? I'm not sure. Just gonna come in, but that's how the fight goes. Clockwork is just so irritating. Now they should probably start banning Clockwork.
Homing in.
Clockwork is just so irritating in fights. That cock is just spoiling everything. But we'll see how this game goes. Will Risingstars come out on top, or will TongFu? Will they get revenge from the previous game? Well, he has his BKB recipe. And well, Roshan here. Sentry ward is down, but there's no ward here from the Radiant side. I can actually spot that they are going in for that. So the super comes in with the sentry, with the ward being placed there, but they're not gonna know for Roshan. They don't know, or is super gonna suspect this, because the Roshan's already down to half HP. Will they be able to stop this by now? And they don't suspect anything, so the Roshan is gonna go all the way to TongFu. Their gold grab is gonna jump. You guys can look at the graph for yourselves. It's gonna be 2.5k for both the EXP as well as gold. And Roshan goes down.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
So Gyrocopter claims the Aegis of Immortal and they are just gonna back off. So as you guys can look at the net worth for you guys, for yourselves as well. Queen of Pain's surprisingly on top, but followed by the Gyrocopter as Clockwork and the Brewmaster. So three of them, the remaining three are all from the Dire side. They're having a huge lead right now. But as we compare last season to now, it's definitely in the way of the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter has been free farming. He has his Blacking Bar, now he has the Aegis of Immortal, so he's gonna be pretty much immortal for the next 6 minutes. So they could probably start an engagement then, so as to not waste the Aegis. But that Roshan was really important because it gave the supports gold that they need to get all the items up. And Keep of the Light is just 100 gold away from his max. So Queen of Pain not going for that straight BKB, but going for that Orchid Malevolence first and into BKB next.
No parts.
Brewmaster has that Ogre Club. Maybe should be the Aghanim Scepter anyway. So or maybe a BKB if he wants to go for DPS. And there's a smoke out coming in from Hao and the rest of the teammates. They're just gonna come in. They spot air, they see air, and they maybe want to go for this because there's no sentry wards there to spot out the smoke. And air is gonna be in deep trouble if she continues being there. And she hides up somewhere really discreet. And that isn't gonna spot him. So they're probably just gonna give up. And the blink, she blinks further deep inside. And they're just gonna wait for someone from the Dire side to appear on the bottom lane. She's just waiting. But the ping is there. Brewmaster pings it. So are they able to find it?
Incoming.
They don't spot her. No, she's TPing away. They see them. So she's gonna run away from this. Demon Edge. So that DPS is pretty much done for Gyrocopter. He has his DPS now for the 20 until 30 minutes, I guess. But he's going for that MKB again.
Homing in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oops. Someone got recalled. Yeah, Gyro got recalled. This is why I love the Keep of the Light. Gyrocopter could just farm somewhere, and when he pushed a little bit too much, he could just call for a recall. And he could be back somewhere else and start farming again. And he's like 1,200 more to his MKB. That's really close. Meanwhile, Magnus already has his Blink Dagger, should be onto his BKB real soon. And as for the supports, Mac is already up, and Rubik doesn't have much items, but he does have that Arcane Boots as well as the Urn. Brewmaster, Gem. Important gem. And then, meanwhile, on the Radiant side, the supports are not really having much items. Treads here up on Lestrak, but no
Dire's
utility item, no
tower
mech,
has been
no
denied.
mech just yet. And IO is really not having someone like 7 deaths. That's a lot. They spot the stack anyway, so they want to stack. How is gonna claim it? So they can't do anything that Wisp stacked up the Ancient, but too bad it's going to be claimed by TongFu. TongFu gets the Ancient, so then now they're just gonna go on to the mid lane. The Aegis is there. It's about to run out of time in probably 3 or 2 minutes, maybe.
Players here.
Radiant's
Okay, the
middle
tower is gonna take some
is
damage
under
here
attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 2 tower is gonna take a lot of damage. It's gonna go down. They're not gonna contest for this. Risingstars doesn't want to take that risk.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
However, the TP supports are gonna come in. Is the hook gonna come in here? Well, CK
Radiant's
is there.
middle tower has fallen.
Magnus is there as well. The
Dire's
strike is
bottom
there.
tower
Are they
is
gonna
under
keep going for
attack.
this, or are they gonna rotate out? All 5 heroes are moving out from the lane, and they're just gonna move out of lane. Well, top lane here comes Gyrocopter to start farming up again.
Haste.
He has 3,000 now, so he has that MKB straight away, and as well as the TP scroll. He buys that right out the bat. This actually really depicts how how people in China plays Dota. They really love to farm. From what I knew, if it was some European team just now, they would have gone straight in for that tower instead of go back and farm. So this really depicts how China players play Dota. Not really stereotyping, but this is how China Dota goes around. And meanwhile, Chaos Knight a little bit too greedy, going a little bit too far out. Tries to Phantasm, he got himself out, but too much damage coming out here from Gyrocopter. He turns on his BKB though, but the Wisp, he's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna go back alone. He's never gonna leave through this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And just like that, they lose 2 heroes. Chaos Knight being a little bit too greedy just now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What's up with my controls, man? Something's up with this camera grip that I'm using. It's something new, but I'm not really that used to it. So you guys have to forgive me for that.
Coming.
So right now, Air has a BKB, but is it gonna be enough? I'm just wondering. Because the damage coming out from TongFu right now is more of, okay, the RP is gonna land just on how, but is it gonna be enough though? Because he's there, but it lands, but he's gonna get chased after that. Because he used up his skewer, he has Blink Dagger in 2-1, he's gonna blink away. Yep. But this gives them the sign that they should start pushing up on the top lane. Because Magnus already used his RP. So that RP was really wasted.
Radiant's top tower.
And this actually gives TongFu the opportunity to start engaging, and the Wisp gets caught out. Out of everyone, Wisp gets caught out. But too bad he tears away. And now the tower on the tier 2 tower on the top lane is gonna go down. And all because of Magnus.
Radiant's top tower has
If
fallen.
Magnus haven't used that RP just now, TongFu would pretty much be afraid to play. But now that RP is being used up, they're not afraid anymore. They're like, you know what? There's no RP. We should just go. The AOE dominate. There's nothing to set up from. There's nothing to set up from Risingstars. They should just clash. And indeed, they invited the clash here. They invited them, but they didn't come. So they backed off after that.
Do it with
But Clockwork
flair.
already has his Agon Scepter, so there's a lot of farm for him. And that hook is just gonna be so irritating to come out every 12 seconds. You know Roshan's gonna be up in a while. They can Roshan in a while.
And it's off.
Looking for a smoke here, maybe. Is there smoke here? There is a smoke up here. And Chaos Knight, well, clearing off the wave and smoke. They go in the fogs. They're gonna start smoking. Queen of Pain's there. Where's the smoke? Yep, the smoke is... What? They can't wait till they get spotted. Well, Queen of Pain has that ultimate orb. Hex maybe? Should be Hex. And this is gonna be a 5-on-5 clash because the dire side is already smoked up as well, and they're gathered as 5. They probably see the shockwave and they are being revealed. So they're gonna spot all of them, and there's the ward being put out, and the hook is gonna get blocked somehow. Yeah, but Mu has that haste rune, gonna chase after the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain getting thrown off there, but he blinks back. The Brewmaster is there. There's the stun coming out. The BKB being turned on as well. Chaos Knight. He's there, but well, Wims is gonna get caught out right off the bat, and the call down comes in. Gonna hit no one, gonna hit just the ground. But too bad Shrek. He comes in with the RP as well. Magnus comes in, but Rubik stole the RP. Nice RP here, setting up for the gyrocopter. He's gonna claim it. Double kill. Meanwhile, triple kill here. Might be a triple kill. Chaos Knight, double kill for the Clockwork. The hook comes out. He doesn't have mana. She does have now, but she blinks. Yeah, she's gonna get away with this, and they're not gonna care about it. They're just gonna push. Very nice play here from Rubik, stealing the RP and using it back on the Magnus as well as the Shrek. Very nice gameplay here. TongFu did a really good job on this team fight, and this was what they needed for a break, for them to initiate the push, and for them to start going in for Rexes and stuff. So the tier 3 here is really in danger of going down, and the hook comes in again. Whiff's getting caught out another time, but the Tether is gonna save his life for just a little bit.
Fortified.
The tower here gonna take a fall, 1100 HP, but no, they take the safer route. They're just gonna back out. That fight was really amazing. That MVP really goes to the Rubik just now for that fight because of that reverse polarity steal, and that use of the reverse polarity after that was really what came into notice. Very good gameplay here. The support really. And now the Roshan's up again, and they probably want to go for Roshan. They want Roshan. So they want Roshan, but they're gonna get spotted here. So then there's gonna be another clash here, but King J doesn't have his ultimate. Turns on the BKB, he's still gonna fight. The very nice hook here coming out, and Wish down to really low health. He's gonna get picked off first thing. And the next person that's gonna go down, Clockwork goes down. He doesn't, Queen of Pain kills him off, but now Brewmaster kills off the Chaos Knight as well, and the rest of the heroes TP away. Clockwork goes down, but they still have Gyrocopter as well as the Brewmaster. They're just gonna go in for Roshan. They're just gonna hop back in, start downing the Roshan again after the fight just now. They're not tired. They still have the HP. They still have the mana. There's no reason why they should not go for Roshan. Gyrocopter claims it at 3318, and now, well, there's so much survivability coming up from all the teams here, from all of the dire side heroes. Hao is onto his butterfly in just a bit. In just a little bit more, he has his butterfly. Banana has a vitality booster for extra survivability. Rubik has that reverse polarity. It's probably gonna run out in probably a one minute or two. Should probably be 1 minute, I think. I should think another 1 minute. Well, yeah, another 1 minute and it runs out. But King J having that BKB as well, so that was what he was going for. He's not going for the Agni Scepter, but going for that BKB. He wants that DPS damage coming out instead of the duration of the ultimate.
Double damage.
Double damage for the Brewmaster. And they're just gonna start moving in. How? This might be the last team fight again. Just how epic just the previous fight. This is the last team fight. If TongFu grabs this team fight and clears the team, they're gonna
Dire's
lose.
top tower
Because
is
as
under
for the buyback
attack.
situation, we can see for ourselves that the Radiant side, Queen has buyback,
Dire's
Magnus
top
doesn't
tower
have,
has
Chaos Knight
fallen.
does have buyback, but he isn't able to do much. So we're gonna go into network right now and have a quick look at the gold and ESP bar is going in the way of
Radiant's bottom tower has
TongFu, and they
fallen.
grab the tier 3 towers. Look at the EXP, it's down 10k, and on the gold graph it's nearly 10k as well, more or less. So on net worth wise, Gyrocopter overtook the
Boom,
Queen of
there
Pain.
it goes.
They're gonna win this. And we're gonna have a look, keep us on the buyback situation, and there's the hook coming in, catching out the whiffs again, third time this time, and King J comes in. Is he able to throw off his ultimate? He turns on the BKB, but the Shrek turns on the Ghost Scepter as well, but it's gonna take so much damage for him. The call down, he barely misses the call down. King J chase after him, man. And now, well, as for they coming back, and they're gonna come back, and King J turns on Primal Split. Chaos Knight turns on that BKB as well. So much damage coming out. Gyrocopter, the DPS coming is just too much for him. Gyrocopter's gonna kill him off. And now Queen of Pain here, he blinks away, but too bad the Rex is gonna go down. They claim one Rex. Chaos Knight bites back. He comes in. And where's the Rift coming out? There's no Rift. They're gonna fight again, and now Clockwork comes in again, catching out the Chaos Knight. He comes in and gets his mana drained out as well. And where's the RP coming in? Magnus, has he used this RP? He hasn't. He still has the RP. How down to really low health, but he has that Aegis of Immortal anyway. Meanwhile, King J should be the one backing off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What are they going to do now? Well, How already has his butterfly and 4k now on his pocket. Should probably sell off the bracer and start going for Divine Rapier. That's where he starts killing everyone away. And Banana Rotovators? That's a good idea. Sunshine, you don't really need much farm, you did all you could. Stealing RP is all you need. Or Sonic Wave maybe. Either one. Steal either one if you've done a good job. You've done your part in the team fight. Gyrocopter, 20,000 net worth. That's just so much. So turns out the CK Wisp combo didn't really work out that well, although they're well known for Wisp, but their fights didn't go that well. They didn't do as well. And right now I'm still unsure who's gonna win, but the game really favors TongFu right now. It really favors TongFu. And well, Risingstars, they still had that slight chance to win if they start winning fights here and there, but today he comes in thinking there's only one hero, and well, now Whips is gonna get caught out, he's gonna get killed. Once he gets killed, Chaos Knight is gonna go down as well. He's unable to get away from the call. Double kill for him, and they don't have buyback. Where's the buyback? They don't have any buyback, I think. Nope, they don't. They don't have buyback, and GG! Risingstars called it. They called the GG. They know they're gonna lose this one once they lose the Chaos Knight. It's GG. Very nice gameplay here. The fight from TongFu was really amazing. They had really good chemistry, really good team fights, and they won the fight. They deserve the win. They're gonna face up against MUFC or Zenith, which is gonna be happening later on. There's gonna be a match later on between Zenith as well as MUFC, which is at 10 PM SGT. And I'm not gonna be casting that. Probably some other caster from RGN if we do have that cast. You guys could actually tune into the AMD official website for more schedule details, or go on to Dota Talk. But as for us, we're done for today. I am done for today, and this game was enjoyable to cast because of TongFu. I haven't casted TongFu before, and this game indeed has been a really great one. But Risingstars, too bad. They are good, but too bad they didn't rise as high as they could. They didn't rise as high as they could. And they lost the fight for this game. This series is over, and this series is pretty much over, and Hao is still in there trying to kill everyone off. This series is over. TongFu triumphs over Risingstars 2-1. I mean 2-0. And good game. We'll see you guys. This is me, Mythical, signing off, I guess. So I'm done for Mythical signing off. I'll see you guys in a while, and I hope to cast more games soon. and I'll see you guys. Tune in. There's gonna be, I think that's gonna be MUFC against Zenith later on. I think we'll be casting if we have casters. But as for me, I'm off for tonight. I can't cast anymore. I'll see you guys in a while, and I hope you guys have a great great night. I mean, hope you guys have a great night ahead.